Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager save with Atletico Madrid. Since the last episode where we lost the Super Cup final to Real Madrid, I have played a fair amount of games off camera. Um, we have only lost one game, and that game was against Real Sociedad. We lost 3-1. Um, it was a little bit concerning, but Real Sociedad is quite a good team in this save. They are in third place at the moment and are challenging for the title alongside Barcelona and Real Madrid. Um, we have dropped just outside the top four, but with a win today against Real Vallecano, we can go back into that top four. Also, we are playing in the Champions League, of course. And if we take a look at the stages here, we finished in 15th place in the Champions League table. It was not a great one by us, so I'm not happy with that by any means. But um, we are facing Sevilla in the knockout round, and in the first game away from home, we played 1-1. So hopefully in the second fixture we can turn that around and make it through to the next round in the Champions League. Um, and that is a game I will be playing in this episode, of course. But first we will be playing against Rayo Vallecano. Also, the transfer window has ended, and I did manage to bring in three defenders. The first one is Jan Kyoto, at wingback, to really just provide some squad depth at the right wing back. Right now, we only have Molina, so I'm quite happy that he has joined us. Also, Lenny Yoro has joined from Lille for 26.5 million euros. I'm happy with that signing. You may know him from Manchester United in real life. And he is quite good. Also, I have signed this guy. I don't know him in real life at all, but he's a good La Liga player according to my scouts. He is high. He is 188 centimeters, and he can play as a right center back, which suits our playstyle quite well. Um, According to our tactics, I have changed it up a little bit. I'm now playing more defensive. My two midfielders have now dropped back a little bit because we were conceding too many goals, and this has been working quite well in recent games. So that is what I am going with. Jan Kyoto is a starter at the moment, but yeah, he is switching with Molina sometimes. So yeah, I am trying to use Yodo for the most games as I want him to develop. Um, but yeah, I do think this is going to be the team for our game here against Rayo Vallecano. Hopefully, we can manage to get 3 points and get into the top four again. Um, but yeah, we are struggling in some games randomly against smaller teams. So I don't know what to expect. But I do think in a game against Vallecano, it should be 3 points every day of the week. But you never know. But here we are close to scoring on a free kick. Um, it is really good uphold that hits the crossbar there. A lot of possession from our side in today's game. And Yellow scores his first goal for Atletico Madrid. There is no way that that could be upside, of course. How is that possible? Let me see here. It is one of our players standing on the goal line, um, interrupting our goalkeeper's sight, I guess. Um, Quite unfortunate there for Euro not getting his first goal for the club. We are pressuring here. It's good to see. I will encourage the team a bit more here, and I do think we can go attacking in terms because we have so much possession in this game. but we are not creating much, only an XG of 0.21. But of course, that could be enough if we manage to get one goal and we get a goal there. Samuel Lino gets a goal from the right side of the field. That is quite um, something new, I would say. He plays at the left wing back. He normally makes his assists and goals from that side. Yeah. Okay, Griezmann, Rodrigo De Paul, Samuel Lino gets a second goal. Um, that is why he is starting every single game, and our new signing Petru Dogo is not getting as many games because of this guy here. Um, but a very nice start to this game here. At halftime, we are leading 2-0. Um, do we rest some players before our big game here against Sevilla in the Champions League? I do think that is the case. I want to rest my attack. Um, also rest Samuel Lino. I do think a lot have to go wrong if we are going to throw this victory away. So that's why I'm resting my players here. Okay, Memphis down to Korea. Can he get the goal? No, he cannot. Korea is also a player that is expected to leave in the next season or so. He is not old, but he's not good enough to be at our club. Considering his age as well. Korea out to Patrick Dogu, and Memphis gets a goal. I am quite in this dilemma on where to start, Memphis or Omidorian, because it seems like every time I play Memphis Depay, he scores. So maybe for the Champions League game he will start. Um, that could be a shout, but yeah, it's Omidorian. I know he has high potential, so I really want to use him as much as possible. But yeah, it's a tricky one. Memphis Depay is good. He's experienced. Omidorian is our hopefully future superstar that can win us the Champions League and the Liga. As we have not managed in this save, of course. But Korea here gets a goal. That is very nice. We are getting a lot of confidence going into our next game in the Champions League. That is what I want. Also, Molina gets an assist off the bench here. It's nice. Very nice. We get all 3 points and a clean sheet. Very, very nice. I like that. Of course, we are already playing in 2 days here against Sevilla in the Champions League. Hopefully, our player will manage to be ready for that game. I don't want to play with a um, half tired squad. To say that. In that puts us still fifth in the table, but that is because Valencia has played a game more than us. But yeah, I wanted to show you something else. I am playing Real Madrid in the semifinal of the Copa del Rey, and this is a two-legged fixture. So maybe we have a chance this time to beat Real Madrid once and for all. Um, but our way to this Copa del Rey semifinal was a 4-3 victory in extra time against no one. I don't know that club. Um, then we beat Real Valladolid, I guess that's how we say it. Also 4-3, but no extra time this time around. And then we beat Granada 2-1, also on extra time. Rodrigo de Paul missed two penalties in that game. So a lot of extra time has been played for this squad. So like the squad fitness is not as at its best. You could say that. Um, this is our team for the game against Sevilla in the Champions League. It's a very important game for this club and for my football manager save in general. The squad we are using are quite similar to the one we used against Vallecano. Um, the defense has changed. We are using Matip and Kakla Suyunku. A lot of experience is needed for this Champions League game, I think. Um, Also, Saul comes in as a deep line playmaker due to the fact that Koke he needs a little bit of a rest. Maybe he can play some minutes in the last part of the game. Also, I am playing with Memphis Depay up front alongside Griezmann instead of Omodorion. Due to the fact that, as I told you before, Memphis Depay has scored a lot of goals when I'm using him, so he will play. Let's see. I'm a little bit nervous for this game. It was not. It was a very close game in the first leg, so I have my concerns that it can go. What a goal by Griezmann! Um, Very good start to this game. I actually forgot to tell you. No, Griezmann he wanted to leave, probably to Saudi Arabia or any of those clubs, as I have told in previous episode. But then Fulham, like the Fulham from the Premier League mid-table team, came in with an offer for him. I accepted it, and then Griezmann he wanted me to pay him like 10 million to leave for Fulham, and then I just say no. Like, what do he expect? I never experienced something like that in Football Manager. Um, but anyway, he was happy to stay for the full season instead of leaving mid-season. So I am happy with that. Even though he tried to bankrupt his, let's say, boyhood club, basically. Um, but yeah, we are leading at the break. I don't think it is a very secure lead. Sevilla is having a lot of chances here, not a lot of chances, but more than we are. So I think we should be happy with leading right now. Lorente comes in here, also some experience, you might say. Can we kill this game off? Let's go balanced here. Maybe not play as. Jimenez is no. Maybe the pie is injured. Jimenez is tired. That's what I saw. Yoro can play here. Come on, Atletico Madrid. Please do not throw this important 1-0 victory away. Um, Also, you might think that how is this guy thinking he can win the Champions League with Atletico Madrid if he cannot win against Sevilla? Um, and to be honest, I don't know. And we are probably not going to win it if Sevilla are going to score here. That's not a penalty. Very lucky for us. Um, let's see here. But yeah, what I wanted to say with that is that Sevilla is a team we are always struggling with when we are playing them. So that's why I'm a bit optimistic that we can beat. Like on a good day, we can maybe beat Bayern Munich, and not lose. If you know our two legs. Samu Madodian here runs down the wing. Can we get a goal that closes this game for good? Rodrigo de Paul with the corner kick. So you can go to Rodrigo de Paul. I don't think there is time for Sevilla to come back in this game. Otherwise, that goal will be remembered as our chance that could have beaten Sevilla, but Rodrigo de Paul misses again. But we beat Sevilla in the Champions League. We are happy with that. Um, I don't know if we can see we are facing in the next round. Let me check. Champions League stages here. No, some games are still being played. Actually, Barcelona and Real Madrid are facing each other. That could be a tricky one for both of the teams. But let's see here if they will play today, and maybe we then can see if we are going to face one of those teams. They are not. I guess they are playing next week, and therefore I want to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot for me. Enjoy your day, please. Bye bye.